Hello, welcome to Fransform, a series of webinars that are there to support you to focus on one area of your life and transform it. I'm Safa, and today I have Anupama Chatterjee with me as a guest. I'm really happy to have you here. I met Anupama a few months ago in India. We were attending both the Ultimate event in Mumbai, and it was an event with few hundreds of people. So we had a little short time to connect shortly and get to know each other. And I really liked her energy. And then afterwards, we connected on Facebook and started having deeper conversations. And when I noticed that she is a nutritionist and a mindset coach, I thought, well, that's the perfect guest to be here in Fransform webinar around health. And I am very grateful that you openly and enthusiastically accepted to be here and be with us today. If there is anything you would like to say about yourself, please feel free.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Safa. Thank you for being so kind and gracious to have me on your show, Fransform. And I just say because today I'm a nutritionist and a mindset coach, which means I not only help people to get out of their past in terms of their health and create their perfect health. What I also do is I help them come out of their past mindset and create sort of a reset button in their life from where they can move forward. So what happens is a lot of the times people are stuck in their past in terms of health, mindset, relationships, confidence, you name it. People are stuck in their past constantly, and that is why they're not ready to create a new future for themselves. So before we start and go ahead with anything, I just want to say this to the audience right now, live with us. I'll answer any and all of your questions that you have in the time that we will have together here, and also for the audience who's watching us, who's watching this recording or maybe this clip somewhere in the world. I want to say that even though I'm a nutritionist and I'm a mindset coach, by the time I was in my early 20s, I was done with 2 surgeries in my life. And I'm saying that it might not be a lot for a lot of people, but true fact is that I don't come from a very generic family, which means is that my father is a homeopathic doctor. Homeopathic is a system of natural medicine in India. My father is a homeopathic doctor. And being born in a family of doctors, I still had to go through 2 surgeries by the time I was, by the time I was 23, 24, okay, in multiple locations in my body. So do not fret, do not be scared, do not think it is not possible. If I can do it, you can do it as well. Let's start with that. There's no point thinking about what has happened and why you have not figured it out yet. We're going to figure it out today and from today onwards in your life. With that note, let's start, Safa.
That's great news. Thank you. So jumping right into the topic of today, health. When I hear health myself, it seems like such an extensive topic. You know, it's so big. It includes my physical health, like the way I'm eating, the way I'm sleeping, I'm doing exercise, even like the creams that I put on my face, even like, yeah, like all these, like the things that I put in my hair, they're all like related to my physical health. And, you know, going to the dentist, going to my like opticianist, all of those are considered physical health for me. And then comes like mental health, emotional health, you know, the situations that I'm putting myself in and how they're affecting me and how I'm responding to them, and all the relationships that I'm having, like, you know, all the conflicts that may arise, how I'm handling those conflicts. Those are all like related to my mental and emotional health. And there is like when you and I were talking, you were speaking about spiritual health. That is something also quite new for me. So I don't even have like a clear definition of what it is, but that's also like another dimension of health. So it's very extensive. It's a very large topic. And I would like to just acknowledge it that now that we are talking about health, it could be lots of different things that we can talk about. And of course, it is joyful to talk about them, but we have like this time frame. So I wanted to check with you, like, how do you see this session going, like around the 45 minutes that we have to like cherry pick some things in this huge area of health? Or what is your approach to start the conversation?
Brilliant question, actually. How I'd like to say is, so I started as a nutritionist. When I started working, I was a nutritionist. So I went to the School of Nutrition and I got my degrees and I started working with patients at clinics. And what I found out is, after working for a few years, is that you'll see how we connect to this question. So people came to me because they had problems in their physical health, problem with liver, heart health, brain, bones, something. And I used to give them the right diet, the right calories, exact count of the amount of sugar, exact count of amount of carbs, protein, fat, everything. And I saw that in spite of that, they were not becoming healthy. They were counting their calories all right. They were still struggling with, just doing it. They had a set health, they had need to keep them accountable, but it was not working out. That's how I eventually figured out that the problem is not only in your calories, the problem is not only in your diet, the problem is also in your mind. Your mental health is of utmost importance when you're trying to develop your physical health. Like, one of the problems right now, the most discussed problems, is that even in the most successful people, binge eating disorder is a problem. I know we had that as one of our questions, but how does binge eating come into place? It is only because of anxiety, of stress, of not feeling full in your life. So this is because of the mental health issues, the emotional health issues. These things come into play in your physical health. So after working as a nutritionist, I figured out that nutrition is not the only solution. You have to look at health from a broader perspective, and that perspective is of three tangents. One is your physical health, one is your emotional health, and one is your spiritual health. Okay. Now, all of them are very interconnected to each other. And how you can start is really through yourself. But if you have no idea where to start and how you can begin and how to assess yourself, these are all large questions that cannot be totally discussed in an interview right now. But you can just simply ask yourself about, where are you in life? In terms of health, like, you have a set you have a set plan about your career, that by 30, I'm going to do this, by 40, I'm going to do this, by 50, I'm going to do this. Financially, I want to hit this target, and those are my goals, and that is what I want to achieve. And that is the kind of house I want for myself. That is the kind of savings I want for myself. That is the kind of income for my health. But if I ask you, what is your goal regarding your health by the time you're 30, by the time you're 40, by the time you're 50? How are you looking at yourself spiritually? What kind of an emotional person do you see yourself as? How does your physical health look like? Can all people give me an answer right now? I don't think so. I think that is a great place to start, and to start assessing themselves at where it all is currently, where are they looking at, and then they can carve out a path. Does it make sense to you? And what do you think of this, and what questions do you have?
Yeah, that's actually a very interesting approach, because I noticed that I have never thought about it like this. That, when I was younger, I never thought, okay, like health-wise, where do I want to be when I'm 30 or 40 or 60, or as long as I live? So that's a very good question. And now I started just thinking about it right now. Oh, where do I want to be? Well, I know, like, in general, that I always say that I want to be a healthy person, but what does it mean to be a healthy person? And yeah, that's a very good question to start with, I guess.
I'd like to add something here, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So I would like to say that I have not always been this person as well, asking these kind of questions. The only time that I did realize that this is where I'm going wrong is when I was on my surgery table, when I was waiting for the nurse to come in and give me my IV drip. Because as I said, I come from a family of doctors, so health was never really a big priority for us, because like, when you are advancing in your career, you focus about your career, you focus about your finances, you focus about, every other aspect of life. Then your relationships, you have your emotional balance, a lot of things go on in life. And when you come from a family of doctors, you're like, health is not a big deal because we have all sorted it out already. And then we saw the pandemic, and it was like a big shock. So going back, when I was on my surgery table early in my 20s, I think I was 23 at the time when I had my second surgery. I had a double ovarian cyst uh, in my right ovary. And the doctor had initially told me that I need to get my ovary cut off, like totally surgically remove it. And then we went through a different surgery, and they were able to preserve my ovary. But when I was on that surgery table and I was done with my surgery, the next day doctor came and told me, this is a recurring cyst and it could happen again, and you'll have to go through surgery again. And the only way is you'll have to live with contraceptives for the rest of your life. And I was given hormonal injections for more than a year. My menstrual cycle totally dropped. I lost my hair. I lost my sanity because I was totally having this mood at this hot swings. I was not being able to do anything in my life stably. Everything was changing for me. I'm sorry, I think that is mine. So everything was changing for me. And I realized that how am I going to do this for the rest of my life? How am I going to live with contraceptives for the rest of my life? Like, it's not possible because it just changes who you are. And in young women, especially, it's a big issue because contraceptives are not only for stopping your reproduction, not only for those purposes, it changes a lot of balance in your body because like it's also connected to spiritual health. Your womb is the source of a lot of energy in your body. You mess with inner energy of your body, your outer body will disintegrate like anything. And that was exactly what was happening with me. That's when I realized that this is not going to be right. So most people realize that health is a priority after they have gone through a shocker. The reason that I agreed, first of all, coming onto this show is because I don't want people to go through what I have gone through in my life. If there's one person who will watch this show and take their health seriously before there is a big rock at bottom in their life, this is for you. This is for you.
Wow, thanks for sharing that so openly and honestly. And I can see that in my own experience of mental health and emotional health, that just similar to what you shared, I really didn't care about it. I didn't know about it. It was kind of non-existent until the point that I was so depressed that my life stopped. And then I realized, oh, like there is something named emotional health or mental health, and I can get support, to get out of that situation and also be mindful of it in the future. So that again, like similar to your surgery, that I don't go to that surgery room in a way by being so depressed that my life stops. So yeah, I guess that's a great point. But like unfortunately, sometimes these realizations come with hitting a rock bottom in a way, and then noticing that, oh, maybe there is something and I need to learn something or do something about it. So that was great. Thanks for sharing it. And yeah, and what comes to my mind is, now we're talking about, again, we mentioned like how there are different aspects to health and how they're all interconnected. What comes for me, and I guess maybe for other people, is that, okay, great. I'm watching this webinar. I am feeling that, that sense inside me that I want to care about my health. I want to think about like where I want to be health-wise when I'm 30, 40, 50, whenever. Okay, let's do it. So right now I I have a very stressful life. Well, for example, somebody is saying that I have a very stressful life. I have a very demanding job, and I really don't have the time and energy to, to get to cooking every day for myself, or doing exercise, or, or even sleeping enough. I cannot even sleep enough, and I cannot get quality sleep because I'm so anxious that I wake up during the night and I cannot go back to sleep, or like I have kids and I cannot really get good sleep during the night, and then early in the morning I have to get up and go to work, and but I really want to do it, but then I don't have the time, and then I want to do the exercise, but I'm already overweight, and if I want to start exercising, I would hurt some parts of my body. So I need to first, eat less to lose some weight to be able to, go get some workout. But then, it's like becomes like a confusing mixture of all the things that I want to do, and I really don't know where to begin. So what is your suggestion in this situation? Like, how can I get clarity on, okay, where to start? Like, what is the first step for it?
It depends on a few things, but I'll give you a broad overview. It depends on your age, where you want to start. Because if this is for a person who's in their early 20s, it would be a little different versus the people who are in their 40s right now. But I'll give you a picture of who. Where do you want to begin? Starts with the question, why do you want to begin? Why is it important? Health wise, it was important for me to maintain my health because I didn't want to live on contraceptives all my life. That was the biggest motivation for me. And if you're waiting for something to happen to you to start getting serious about your health, maybe you'll not do anything no matter how many tips I give on this show right now. Why is it important? It is important because however much you want to achieve in life really depends on your life and your internal energy. Okay. So, for example, you have a very stressful life, you don't know what to do, you don't have time to do all the cooking and arranging. Simple thing. Why do you want to do it? I want to have a fit body because I want to look good in front of the people that I work with. It could be as simple as that. It doesn't have to be very deep, something very serious, something very problematic has happened. I had cancer, I had to fight cancer, and then I'm going to. Nothing like that. Just answer this question simply for yourself. Why do you want to begin? I want to look fit for myself. I want to look beautiful. That is an enough answer. It doesn't need more clarifications. You want to look beautiful? I said, you want to look beautiful. What do you need to do? Best answer, easiest answer. You need to start flushing toxins out of your body. How do you do it? You start your day in the morning with greens. Doesn't matter what kind of green it is. If you're a person who has a stressful day, like you said, Safa, where does a person start if they have like a really stressful life and they don't have the time for all of that? It could begin, it's not the ultimate, but a beginning source could be starting your day with an anti-inflammatory juice. You could throw in celery and kale and parsley and little of mint leaves and a little bit of lemon in that, and just make a juice out of it. If you can't have one glass, don't have it. Maybe have half a glass first thing in the morning after warm water. Have it. Detoxify your body. Your body will start feeling clean because you cannot become healthy until all the, like I said in the beginning, until your past is reset. You cannot go into the future. You have to come from negative to zero, and then only you can go to positive, right? So start your day with some kind of anti-inflammatory antioxidants in the morning to flush out the toxins from what you've accumulated throughout the day, so that your body gets a healthy chance at becoming fit. Otherwise, no matter how much gymming you do, no matter how much clean eating you're doing, your body will not go into the lose weight mode or becoming fit mode. These are two very practically different things, by the way, becoming fit and becoming lean, just to clarify. That's our easy step. Do you want more examples on where to begin, Safa? Should I give more examples?
I would like to hear more examples if
Sure.
you have. Yes. So what I'm hearing already is like a detox in the morning, as simple as that, to get whatever is, accumulated from your past to get out.
Get out, just say get out from my
Yes.
body. So some people will be like, they're against supplements, they're against pills, which I am very strictly against of. But then the question is, what are you doing? If you are against pills, you're against supplements, you're against detox, you're against everything that is being advertised and promoted, those are not good things. But if you're not doing those things, what are you doing? If you're not doing anything and simply sitting and criticizing each and everything that is available, that is wrong. We know this basic concept that everything has its positive and its negative. And right now, the question for the audience is, do you want to start? You have to start somewhere. If you do not have time to create that detox juice for yourself in the morning every day, buy a detox juice and start having it. Maybe have some moringa. There's this wonderful herb called moringa. You can have just a glass of moringa powder juice or wheatgrass juice in the morning. It's great for detox. Now, some people will be like, I don't want to have that because it's processed. Then what are you having? A strong cup of coffee. Well, that's not good for your body in the morning. You need a glass of detox first. Easier things, if you do not even have time for that to begin. First thing, first 60 minutes are the golden minutes of the body. Anything that you put in your body in the first 60 minutes will set the tune of the day. It's like if there's a bad incident that happens in the morning, how it ruins your entire day, how it ruins your entire mood. Your body is like a system like that. What you do in the first 60 minutes will set the tone for the entire day. The basic thing that you can do, even more basic than a detox, you can start with, there's the holy grail that I'm going to give you. I've done this for years and it is magic. First thing in the body, when you wake up, is warm water. Warm water, a little bit more than lukewarm, but not very hot, but just a little bit more than lukewarm water, as much water as you can drink. A glass, less than a glass, doesn't matter. For beginners, I stress on this extensively. Doesn't matter how much you're doing. What matters is whether you're doing it or not. Just a simple glass of warm water. First thing in the body. Nothing else. No detox, no lemon, no turmeric, nothing. Just warm water. Then you can have your detox. Then you can have turmeric. The second holy grail is turmeric. Okay. The number one leading problem in the world right now, more than diabetes, more than cancer, is obesity. And obesity brings about problems like cancer, like liver cirrhosis, like cardiovascular diseases. It is the root cause of all problems. And if you want that to go away from your life, you have to start detoxifying your body. I said about detox juice, but if you cannot do that, you can also start with turmeric in the morning. Raw turmeric, half an inch if you can get. If you cannot get raw turmeric, then a turmeric pill in the morning. Okay, curcumin pill, which is called in clinical language, we call it a curcumin pill. So warm water and then a curcumin pill or half an inch of raw turmeric in the morning. That is your go-to if you want to start cleansing your body, if you want to put your body in the lose weight mode. Okay, cleaning your body, getting your body into the lose weight mode is the first step to being healthy. Not being only fit, but being healthy. I'm not a proponent of six-pack abs. If you look at me, I don't have six-pack abs. I don't advertise or endorse it because I don't feel that is necessary for being healthy. When you know that you can go for 18 hours in a day, 17 hours in a day, 19 hours in a day, you know your body is healthy. If you get stressed out after 10 hours, you know that your body needs work. As simple as that. This is a question that a lot of my clients ask. How do I know that I'm healthy? If I'm not having six-pack abs, but I feel that I'm moving. Simple question is of endurance. How much can you endure? Can you endure 17, 18 hours in a day on a hectic day? Can you go that much? You really feel stressed out or very exhausted after that. That is normal. Your body is bound to go into an exhaust. But are you able to go for that long? If you can go, it means that your body is okay. After that, there are many other things that we can talk about, but this is a basic assessment and a basic start for your day on how you can begin your weight loss journey or becoming fit journey. There are n number of things we can do, like we spoke about the beginning of the day. What can you do at the end of the day or post meal? Very important. A lot of people think that I want to eat even after I'm done, or I don't know that I feel a little bit of gassy, or I feel there's a little bit of acidity or acid reflux in my body no matter what I eat. Because people are eating at horrid times. They don't have time for meals, they don't have a set time for dinner, no time for lunch. You're eating at bizarre times. And that disrupts the circadian rhythm of your body. There's something called circadian rhythm, means your body's own biological clock. So you have to feed your body at certain times for your body to know that this is my sleeping time, this is my waking time, this is my eating time, this is my going to rest time. So when people say, Safa, you said, right, that people can't sleep for nights, it's a common problem. The most common reason is no proper time for sleeping. Now, people think that healthy sleeping, going to bed means I have to go to bed exactly at 9 p.m. Your body doesn't care about exactly 9 p.m. Your body always has a window for you. Our body is the most sophisticated machine you will ever see in this universe. This is the most sophisticated machine. And the most sophisticated machines in the world have this ability to recalibrate themselves. That is the beauty. So your body has this mode. So you have this time. Maybe you set this time between 10 and 11 p.m. I sleep somewhere around that time. Or you have some people have 11 to 12 p.m. Okay, I will sleep around this time. You don't go beyond it, not too early, not too late. You sleep in that time, you will see your body sleeping well. Just going into the sleep mode in that time will enhance your body's sleeping abilities because your body will know that it's time for me to wind down. That is where you can begin. You can also begin by taking some kinds of special herbs like a herbal tea at the end of the day, having a kind of herbal tea in the middle of the day. We'll come to those in the later part of the show. But these are basic things that you should set down. So let's revise because people get confused. In the morning, first thing is always golden gray. First thing is always warm water, little bit more than warm, but not boiling water. Little bit more than warm, as much as you can drink. If 1 glass you can drink, it's great. Second thing is turmeric or curcumin pill. If you can arrange for raw turmeric, it's amazing. Just a half inch of raw turmeric in the morning after your warm water, or a curcumin pill you can take. This is amazing. And then you can go to your detox. Your detox drink will cleanse all your, so people with constipation, IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome, any kind of gut issues, that is another entire chapter. You will benefit severely just from doing this. You will see your bowel movement just doing wonders by following these simple 3 steps: warm water, turmeric, and doing your detox drink. And then arrange at the end of the night, arrange for a specific window, just a window, not a specific time, but a window for your sleep. I think it's going to help you a lot.
Wow. That sounds fun actually to me. You know, it sounds like a game that, okay, wake up, this, and then like during the day.
Small steps, not huge
Yeah,
steps.
yeah. During the day, have your lunch, have your dinner, like at a specific time frame, and then go to bed at a specific time frame, like something regular that you can do every day. And to me, it sounds quite simple. I just have a little technical question. When you're talking about that half inch of turmeric, should I just like eat it as like a pill? Chew it.
Chew it.
Ah, how does it taste?
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's not fun. It's a little bit pungent, but it's not bitter or it's not very spicy. It just tastes
Okay.
pungent, bland kind of taste.
Okay, thanks. So
I
that
always
sounds easy
focus
to
on this
me.
one thing. Sorry to cut you short, Safa. I always focus on this one thing. The entire focus of this show is not to scare you with what are the things you have to do. It is to show you how simple it is and how small steps you can start taking towards a beautiful health that you can have.
Definitely, definitely. Thanks for that. And yeah, because this sounded so simple, I'm gonna ask, what about exercising, like working out? Is there like also a simple few steps, things that I can do every day, or like few times a week to get that workout routine coming?
Yeah, sure. So I see a lot of the audience that we have are ladies, and I love that because I love working with women. And
There's
I
also one guy in the audience. I don't know
That's
if
okay. I
yeah.
said mostly women. It's okay. Hi, we love you. So for workout, the simple and the most easy trick is getting it done as soon as you can. Okay? Because our body is our brain is inherently lazy. It will want to not do it because this is physical work. Inherently we are lazy about everything. Oh, I have to do that again. I have to work out again, but I don't have time, but I have this project. So the trick with your brain is doing it as fast as you can. If you have time, like even 30 minutes in the morning, get done with your workout there. And the second objection that my clients tell me is, I don't have enough time for the entire week. So the very fashionable answer that I give them is, do you have time once a week? Then let's start with once a week. You don't have to have time like 5 times a week. You want to do your workout, if you want to get your health A game, you have to start working out once a week. If you can do, start with once a week. No problem. Second week you do 1.5 times a week, not even 2 times. If you're going for 30 minutes walk, next week go for a 45 minutes walk. And the next week you go for a 1.5 minutes, 1.5 hours, or you can start doing it 2 days a week. So if you just tell your brain that it is very simple and very easy, and just a small thing that I have to do once, instead of putting it on your calendar that 5 times a week I have to do workout at 7 a.m., which sounds really stressful and tedious for you, mark it as a 1 day goal, like going to your bank for something. Like a 1 day goal. The 30 minutes this week, I have an appointment with my body, and that is my workout appointment. Now, what to do in your workout? The next question comes, what should I do? Now that I know that I can start even once, what kind of workout should I do? The simplest workout is start walking in the morning. Walking in the morning has 2, 3 different kinds of benefits altogether. It will not only put your body, remember I told you about the detoxification in the morning? If you can have your detox and then if you can start walking, it will get your toxins out at a 50% more faster rate, which means your body now knows that I have taken this in my detox string, and will start flushing out your toxins. Now when you walk, you will see that you will start sweating, and the sweating will become more profuse, which means your body is starting to eject the toxins more and more. And you start walking, and it will also get your blood sugar stabilized, which will also help in curbing your binge eating later in the day. So one, walking, many benefits. And when you start walking, you will also see sometimes for creative people, like if you're a coach, you are an artist, you are a professional who needs to be innovative. And in today's world, you need to be innovative every single day in every single area of your life. If you are remotely, you want to be innovative and you feel that sometimes you feel dull, if you start walking, you'll see that ideas are flowing into your head like anything because your body goes into a momentum. It's kind of a trance that your body goes in and your switch gets activated. It's a bulb on moment for you. A lot of the most successful people in the world will create their ideas just from walking. Just from walking. When you start, if you don't have time in the morning, you can also go for a walk in the evening. First, start with walking, then go towards jogging, and the final step is running. It's a really easy step by step workout that you can do without gymming, without trying yoga. So personally, I do yoga and I do walking both. So yoga, gymming, these are all complicated process which tells your body you can go into that. Gymming is great. Yoga is great. I do yoga myself. But this is not a good place to begin because your body will think that your mind will constantly go into this thinking. It will take you back and think that I have to look for a yoga class. Who does it well?
Mm.
Where can I go? My time is not being adjusting. I have to go to gym, but tomorrow I can't go. I have to buy all these things. Where is my protein drink and all of that? Let's not complicate. Let's uncomplicate. Just start by walking and then going into jogging and then going into running. Once a week, next week, increase the timing. Then the third week, go for twice a week. You can start like that. Does that answer your question, Safa?
Oh yeah, that's really beautiful. And you know, the funny thing is that because I do have this regular running and workout that I do like 5, 6 times a day. But when I hear you saying that, there's like, oh, I want to go for the run first thing in the morning after my detox and see like how different it feels. Because yeah, I just do it, you know, maybe before lunch or maybe in the evening, whenever you know I feel like doing it. But now I have this inspiration to, oh yeah, let's try to do it like first thing in the morning and then see how it goes. And I
So it's
really
done
like,
for the day. You're done
yeah,
with your health thing for the day. Your body doesn't demand a lot from you,
mm,
but it demands a little bit from you that you can do on a regular basis. Just uncomplicate and start doing. That's
yeah.
what
And I really like this idea because I hear it a lot from people that when we are speaking about working out, the first thing is that, okay, so I should subscribe to a gym. You know, I need to find a gym. And and as you're saying, it just makes things complicated. Where do I find a gym and how do I get there? And you know, how do I put that an extra hour of commute in my schedule? And then I go there for 3 weeks and then you know I don't feel like going anymore and I'm paying so much for it. So I also get, you know, anxiety because of that I'm paying for it, but I'm not doing it. So I really love this idea of simplifying and just start with a walk and then we'll just build up on that and see where you go.
Yes, thank you. I was
Thank you.
laughing because a lot of men, when I work with my male clients, I'm also a mindset coach. So sometimes people come to me for like a combined coaching of mindset and health, so wellness coaching. So some of my clients will ask me, but I need to get this girl and I don't have this perfect body and she's not gonna love me. And I'm like, do you even know what women want? That is the first thing that you should know. And second of all is this is for everybody, for men and women, and for everybody else, no matter who you are. Thing is, your six-pack abs take a lot of dedication, but you have to show your body first that I have the commitment to start. You can get to a certain space and then you can think about going to a gym. You can most certainly go to a gym, have an amazing body. It helps with amazing endurance. Weightlifting is great, but you go there step by step. You get there, but you go to a certain space where you feel healthy from inside and you have that glow in your skin and you have that confidence that things are happening. And then if you want, you can take it to the next level and go to a gym. Or you can continue this because this is a long-term game that you can do very easily. A long-term game that you can do very easily is very important because in the next, can you go for a gym constantly in the next 10 years? Some people can, for most people, they can't. But if you have a little bit of regime that you have for yourself, that you can do regularly without putting too much of stress, without having a lot of time to dedicate to commit to, I think it can really work wonders. What do you think?
Thank you. I really love that. So I'm just checking the time and I wanted to ask you if there is like some final touches that you want to bring to our conversation, and then we move to Q&A and see what people might have for you to ask.
Sure. So something that I will tell people like this, there's no specific question, but this is what I want to say. So when you think about health and you're trying to create a sort of space for yourself in health and you put yourself on the priority, three C's are important. You can note this down if you want. Three C's. First is catch yourself. First is catch. Second is connect. Third is change. Okay. So first C is catch yourself, meaning catch yourself where you're doing wrong. We are very good as human beings, we are very good at shaming ourselves and guilting ourselves. If even we are not talking about it, we are not telling it to our best friends, we just know it about ourselves that I just ate that chocolate that day, it's wrong. I didn't go for that run. In my mind, I know that I didn't go for that run that I was supposed to last week. I'm a failure. So we are constantly guilting ourselves, constantly. You know where you're going wrong. Just jot them down on a paper that this is the thing that I'm doing wrong. It's okay. You guilt yourself, you will be a great person at guilting yourself even more because then you'll be justifying your inner brain. This is an inner rewiring stuff I'm talking about. You'll not do something and then you'll justify by saying, but I am ashamed about it, but I am guilty about it. But the guilt is not helping you, it is not helping me, it is not helping the world. So the thing that you can do is catch yourself. What are the things that I'm doing wrong? I'm eating chocolates, or I'm eating too much of fried food, or I'm not having my salad, I'm not eating my vegetables, I'm not having my fruits, whatever that might be, write it down. Okay, that is the catching part. Second is you do the connection. When are you not having your fruits? Are you not having your fruits in the morning? Okay, I'm not having my fruits. But instead of my fruits, what am I having? I'm having a sandwich, or I'm having a burger, or I'm having something else with my friends, and I'm going out having some fries. I'm having a diet coke in the morning. Okay, connect. So I'm doing it this in the morning. This is the mistake I'm doing. This is the time I'm doing. This is why I'm doing. I'm doing because I don't have enough inventory in my home. I don't have the fruits in my home, or I don't have the fruits in my bag when I'm in office. I don't have the proper food. I don't know. I'm not clarified about what should I eat, when should I eat. I have no clue about what I want to do, but I want to be healthy. Like I said, no goals, no fruits. So I don't know what do I want to do. I don't have it. That is why I'm doing this mistake in the morning. Okay. I'm not going for a run because these are all examples I'm giving. I'm not going for a run because I told myself connecting. I told myself that I have this project. Okay. And I didn't go for the run for the third day. Okay. I didn't go for 3 days. So I have to go back to it. On the fourth day, before you do it, just catch yourself and correct that. Go for the run before the body tells you that I have this important project. Find 15 minutes, go and run. Find 10 minutes, go and walk. Whatever you can do it before your body tells you that I cannot do because of this. So catch yourself. What are the mistakes you're doing? Write them down. Connect. Where are you doing? When are you doing? Why are you doing? It can be very simple. We give ourselves very good reasons. We are very good justifiers to ourselves. So just connect them. Why I'm doing this, where I'm doing this, where am I going wrong? Okay, great. Now what do I need to do to correct this? Okay, I need to go for a walk. I need to buy my vegetables on time. I need to have a proper guide. I need a professional who can help me. I need a dietitian, I need a nutritionist, I need a mind support, I need a fitness trainer, I need a gym, I need a yoga class, anything. You need that? Okay, I need this. And that's where I can start changing. So very simply catch yourself, connect why is the mistake happening, and then change them. Does it make sense?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's how, that reminds me of something I was having in one of my programs when we were talking about changing habits. That was kind of the same thing, to have this awareness moment that, oh, I'm doing this, I want to do it again, and then see like where it's coming from, and what need it's meeting in you, that you want to do this thing, and then change it, see what else can you do to meet that need. So when you say that, I just remember like that game we were playing over there, and to me it sounds the same, to just notice it and then see what's going on and then choose what I want to do instead. Thank you. That was a great ending, I would say, to our conversation. And I'm very grateful, Anupama. I really didn't expect this to be so much fun and bringing at least so much new information to me, and so inspiring that that I really feel like, yeah, I want to do it. And before
I believe truly, Safa, did I cut you short? Please go
on. I just wanted to say before we go to the question, I want to ask you how people can find you, but you can answer that afterwards.
Sure, sure. So what I was saying is, I find it truly amazing, and my way of working with my clients, no matter where they are, is not by showing them how hard it can be. My job is a facilitator's job. My job is to help you and help everybody understand how simple it can be. I work with a 22-year-old boy. He was about, we work in kgs, and I think you do it in pounds. So he was about 250 pounds, 120 kgs. 250 pounds, that's a lot of overweight, right? He went from 250 pounds to, I think, 170 pounds in 4 months. He was a 22-year-old guy. 22-year-old. He was just in his college.
Wow.
It was not easy for him. If I scared him that, you have to do this regime, you have to have this food, you have to do this much exercise, if you do this, if you do that, entire day is going to be swamped with health. But when you want to do that kind of losing weight in that kind of frame of time, you have to be that intensive. But you cannot scare people by telling that this is how it's going to be. Maybe you do that only, but you have to show them simply breaking it down. And that's when things will fit for you. It doesn't matter if a guy, a 22-year-old guy, can shift from 250 kgs, 250 pounds, having type 1 diabetes, and go to 167 pounds. Makes you think you can't do it. Maybe you can't do it in 4 months. Who cares? Do it in 1 year. Do it. That is the point. Do step by step, but eventually go there. Have a goal for yourself. Because when you're 80, I don't want anybody watching this interview or anyone around the world thinking about, oh my God, I should have taken my health a little bit more seriously. I wouldn't have ended up in a hospital bed, having no one to take care of me, sitting alone and thinking, how did I mess up? Don't mess up. Start now. Help your family, help your friends see how much health is important. And that starts with shifting your mindset. So start there. If you want to know more about my work, if you want to know more about me, you can reach out to me on Facebook. My name is Anupama Chatterjee. I'm just also putting a link in the chat box to my Facebook. You can find me as, if you just type the effortless lifestyle, my brand is the effortless lifestyle. Just type that, you can find me. And I look forward to helping you, whatever problems you have, whatever issues you might have, whatever diseases you might have. You can start there and you can bloom. I just want to tell you that. Okay.
Thank you very much. Wow, I really enjoyed this conversation, and I am opening the floor for our 2 live participants if they have questions to ask. Are you still there, guys? Let me remove the spotlight first. Okay, Ada, go on.
Okay. Thank you, Anupama. I think it was really great. And my question is that you said it to start simple, but then expand on it. What happens usually for me is that I start simple and then I try to keep it for a long time, but then it fades away. I realize you had some suggestion on how to kind of like keep and expand it, but do you have any specific suggestion on how to stay committed, expand on something, like keep the routine and then expand on it? Is there anything specific you want to share?
Sure. So Ada, tell me about it. So when you start, are you able to start and keep the momentum with it? Are you fading away after going to a certain level, or are you starting and after a few days you're just leaving it? What is your pattern?
I mean, both of them happens, but the last time I started swimming once a week, and I could actually keep that for a few months. And then I had to travel, and then the routine kind of, I stopped the routine, and then I couldn't bring it back when I was back from the trip. Usually I stop with something that breaks my routine and I cannot get it back.
That's okay. So what is your routine and why do you want to do it?
Well, I love swimming.
You love swimming.
And yes.
Okay.
And it gives me a feeling of self-love, self-care, that I spend time for something that I like to do. Especially in the morning, I like to go for swimming, and I was feeling good about myself when I was doing it. So does that answer your question?
So you're talking about going to swimming. You kind of lost track of
Yeah.
swimming after you went on the trip. That's what you asked. How do you stay
Yes.
consistent on your swimming? That's your basic question.
Yeah, I was hoping I can expand it to more swimming, but then I started with the short swimming, like half an hour. And I was hoping after a few months I can expand it, but then that didn't happen.
Okay. So tell me, how many times did you swim in a week when you started the swimming and you were able to continue for a few months? How many times did you swim in a week?
Only once in Monday morning.
Sunday morning?
Monday morning.
Monday morning. So once a week, Monday morning, you were doing it. You would like to do it more. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. How often would you like to do it?
I'll
Think realistically. I don't want an answer, how much you want to do it. How much can you really afford given your schedule that you have?
I can do 2-3 times a week, but longer swimming, not like half an hour, maybe more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So 2-3 times in a week you want to do. How do you feel immediately after you come out of the pool?
After I come out, it's great. Before I go in, it's not. I have to push myself to do that.
Okay. After you come out, how is it? How do you feel?
I feel proud of myself.
You feel proud of yourself.
Yes.
And when you're saying no to swimming more than a few times, more than once a week, or you're just saying no to swimming, what you're really denying yourself is the moment to say that I'm proud of myself. I want you, Ida, do you have a picture of yourself swimming? Anyone took ever a picture of you swimming?
No.
No? Great. Next time, I want you to go to swimming. Today is what? Today is Thursday. So next time you go for a swimming, I want you to go for a swim sometime in the next 2-3 days, whenever it is possible, and take a picture of yourself after you have come out of the pool. Ask just someone to take a picture of you and put it on your wall, in front of your computer, on a sticky note, somewhere, anywhere, wherever you're working. Put a picture of yourself. And when you look at that picture, remember that you are proud of yourself when you're swimming. When you're not doing it, you're denying yourself the pride. And that is what you deeply deserve. Not only you deserve, you deeply deserve. I can tell you like 3 ways to go for swimming in 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, you're going to stop eventually. But do you want to feel proud of yourself or not? If not, if that no is an answer, I can take it. But do you not want to feel proud of yourself?
No, I love it. It's feeling good.
Then don't deny yourself. You deserve it, Ida.
Yep.
Don't feel like you don't deserve it. You're giving everything, everybody what they need. You're working for yourself, for your family, for others. You're doing the work, probably what your clients want, or I don't know what you do, or what your boss wants. You're giving everybody what they deserve, and you're not giving that to yourself. That's a little sad. I want you to have a beautiful summer is here, so have a beautiful body. Go out there, swim, feel beautiful, and always say that I'm proud of myself. Now, coming to a technique, how you can do it on an everyday basis, you can obviously have a calendar in front of you, and your priorities, like your to-do list, should always have swimming in bold letters in black. Okay, the number one should be swimming on the top of your list. Do you have a to-do list? Something that you do every day, your calendar?
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
Yes, you do that. So put it on in black and bold swimming on every day that you want to go, maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Or maybe I will recommend don't go for 3 days, go 2 days in one week. Monday and Wednesday, Monday or Thursday, any day. Put swimming in bold black letters. That swimming is your number one thing to go to. After it is done, after 1 week, after you've completed 1 week of successfully doing it twice, you want to do suppose twice a week. If it gets confusing at any point, just tell me, okay? I'm open to that. You want to go for swimming, let's say twice a week. For 1 week, if you've gone twice, after that, reward yourself by giving something small, maybe a bathing cap or a swimming eye cap. I don't know what what is it called, goggles, or
Goggles.
anything that you like, maybe a scrunchie, maybe a bracelet, anything that will tell you that I did it. Do it for few weeks until you feel that I don't need a reward. My going into the pool is my reward. What you'll eventually realize is that you don't need a reward. You need a reward to tell yourself that you did it, a reward for yourself. But then going into the pool will become so addictive to you, so rewarding for you, because every time you come out, you see that picture of yourself, you feel I'm proud of myself. There's nothing more addictive than that. That will be your ultimate reward. And you will see that you've created a balance for yourself, a system for yourself that you love. Do you love swimming, Ida?
Yep.
Does it seem like a doable step for you? So step one, take a picture of yourself in the pool after you have internally said. So you're saying that I'm proud of myself, and then you say someone that please take a picture. Someone takes a picture, put it in front of you, and then in your to-do list, put it in black and bold, swimming on the days that you want to do it. And after you've completed 1 week, not once, after you've completed the task for 1 week, you reward yourself for at least 5 weeks or more until you feel that going to the pool is your ultimate reward and you feel proud of yourself anyway. Does it make
Yep.
sense to you?
Yes, yeah. I realized that there are a lot of things that I wasn't doing back then. So I wasn't rewarding myself and I wasn't capturing the moment that I was proud of myself. Thank you.
Just have a picture of yourself doing it, because when you see the picture, no matter if you're looking at it all day or you're not even looking at it at any point, just having that picture in front of you will remind of who you are. When you go into the pool, you feel a different person totally. When you come out of the pool and it's time for you to go back the next day, that's when the procrastination creeps in, right? That's when you feel that I don't have the time. Does that happen with you?
Yep. Thank
So
you.
that's the time for you to tell yourself that this is the person I am and I need to go back to the pool. Thank you for your question.
Sure. Thank you.
You both? Farshad, do you have any questions for us?
Hello. First of all, thank you for the lovely information that I received, Anupama. But I've been overweight for the past 15 years, and
Okay.
but uh, like since 4 years ago, I have been in the gym somehow doing something, except for the time that I hurt myself, not in the gym, of course, outside of the gym, and I had to get like months off the gym. Um, but and what I'm looking for is not being even fit or not overweight. I'm just thinking about um, being alive, surviving, because the genetic heart failures run in my family, and of course I don't smoke, and I'm in the safe side, but I want to try harder. And I have tried a lot. I have read all the books about habits, tiny habits, atomic habits, small habits. I don't know. But I
Okay.
guess, this is what I got to it when you were talking about the daily routine of the turmeric and running and walking, which I sometimes do. Um, I have been going to the gym on and off for many years. Now it's been like 4 years that just in the time of Corona, maybe for 6 months, 7 months, I didn't go. Also, I used to wake up every day for around 25 years of my life or more at 6:30 or even earlier. But none of these had become a habit for me. And I think these are somehow unnatural. Our factory, let's say, setting is not to waking up at a time that the clock tells us or going to gym. You know, I was reading I don't know, a book or something that said that like 100 years ago, the only people who used to just uh, hold a weight up and then leave it down, they were just working in the circuses as a strong man going from this city to that city. But now all of us, we do it every day, maybe once or twice. I think it's unnatural. I don't know. What is your idea about that?
Uh, Prashad, can I be honest with you?
Yeah, sure.
Uh, I have no idea what is your question really, so I need you to be a little bit
I
more.
mean, I think trying to have that daily routine, that healthy routine, is unnatural. That's the problem we
Okay,
have with it.
that is the problem that you have. Okay, so what do you do, Prashad?
I am part-time student. Also, I have a part-time job, kind of office job. But my
Okay,
schedule is flexible. It's on me. I have a
okay,
one-man
your schedule is
company actually.
flexible.
Yeah,
Okay, you run your own company?
kinda. Yeah,
Okay, and you said that genetic heart failure is kind of in your genes. So
yeah.
your family, you have faced that. And have you been kind of a healthy child since your childhood? Like, is that the kind of, so some families will have different kind of body structure. In some families,
No,
it's
actually,
different.
totally vice versa. I had asthma, and I had it until like age of 30. Then it
Mm.
became better actually. And I'm also not that tall. I'm just 169, so I'm short actually. No, I haven't been a health child.
Okay. So
Sinusitis and
in your family,
allergy.
so it's not a health, like a healthy family. I mean,
No,
not healthy, like
no.
it's not a family who are in good.
Everybody is overweight, and that's the rule actually.
That's the rule. So that's what I'm saying. So when everybody in a family is overweight, what happens is that is, which means it is your internal body structure will tend to be more than lean. So like Safa or me, if you can see that we are lean people. And in my family also, that we are a family of lean people. So if I try, I can get back to shape easily. It's not a big problem. But for family, but the inbuilt structure is more than lean, so lean and then neutral and then a more than lean. That is the basic structure of many people. So some
Mhm.
people there, no matter how much you try, you can't make them fat because there's a family, they're not fat people, they're just lean people. Some people will get easily overweight, then easily also lose it. And then there are some people who are in by genes, they are a little bit more than lean. I think that is the case with you, which is why you try, you do something and you don't connect with it and then you slip back to your overweight again. So your question was that you feel that this routine is unnatural.
Yes.
What is natural to you then?
Do what you like when you feel like it.
I think that's an interesting approach. You can do what you like, but doing what you like, has it worked out for you so far?
Exactly. Um, in society, I can be seen as a chubby person, as an overweight person. But if I was living in my family, in the society made by my family and the families around us, I would be a normal person. Uh, that's why I say for
Hmm.
my type, it looks unnatural. My family, no one in my family used to, for example, exercise in the morning.
Okay.
Uh,
Those are two different things. I'll come back to you. So here is how you have to understand. Why do you want to lose weight, Farshad? Do you want to lose weight because you want to be more fit, or because it is a societal norm to be fit and you have to look dashing in a certain way for that? What is your reason behind losing weight?
Uh, right now, I want to be more healthy, live longer.
Live longer, which means that how you are doing, you are feeling that you won't live that much longer
No,
if you
no.
do the way you're doing.
With what I'm doing right now, I, I, I am okay. I am overweight, but I know that my heart is healthy and my body is in good shape. I have a strong core and all these things. But if one day I wake up and there is no gym, I'll be happy.
So, Farshad, what I was saying is
Sorry.
that you've been patient with me. You've answered all my questions. I've asked you to understand your mental frame of mind, where you come from, what you're facing. Now I'll tell you what I think about your situation.
Yeah, please.
In your family, if you said, like you said, if the society was made out of your families, you'd not feel obese anymore, or if we can say fat anymore, you'd just feel that I'm okay.
Yeah.
And if that feels okay for you, and it is okay for you to not do anything. But if you want to have a healthy life, a long life, if you want to use this, for example, this pen, then I have to keep using this pen in the right way. If I want this pen to work in the right way, if I just put it on the paper and I just keep scratching and scratching and scratching on the floor, it is bound to break. There is no way it will happen. And if
Yeah.
I say that the pen will look same, if I put it with three other pens, it will look exactly same. It will look same on the outside, but inside it is different. Okay.
Yes.
So for you, your health might be looking okay on the outside. I'm not saying you, I told you if you have followed the show so far, I'm not asking you to have six abs. I could care less about six. What I want for you is to have a stable body weight according to your height, just that much. And having a healthy activity every single day or as many times as a week as you can. You want to do as you like. So do as you like, but do as you like consistently. I want you to mark on your calendar. Today is the 4th of May. So 4th of May until the 14th of May, next 10 days, what is your schedule like? What does Farshad want to do? If you want to go for a running 3 times in a week, do 3 times in a week. If you want to do once in a week, do once in a week, but start doing it. Don't give the excuse of I want to do as I like, because wouldn't it all be okay and wouldn't it all be easy busy if we could do everything according to what we can? Sadly, we can't. That is not the world. That is not how we can run, because body is a machine. You have to run it. Your computer is a machine. You have to run it. Your mobile is a machine. You have to run it. And to run a machine, you need a certain framework. Your framework for you is simple. You eat more in less time. So, do you know about intermittent fasting? I suggest for you, intermittent fasting could be a great way to improve your heart health, to bring down your toxins, and
Actually,
also,
I've been practicing that for
yes,
a
how do
long
you
time.
feel doing that?
Very well,
Hard?
actually. Very well.
No. Is it hard for you? Do you feel
No,
hard?
it's not hard, and it helps me a lot because I have the tendency for binge eating and no refuse eating, and that helps a lot. But the temptation hasn't lessened in the past two
Intermittent
years.
fasting is not supposed to help you lessen your temptation. Intermittent fasting will help you go into phagocytosis mode, which means
Yeah.
killing the bad things inside of you. So all the bad cells which are not working for you, is that is called phagocytosis. It is mean to kill that. For your binge eating, this could become a longer conversation, Safa. Just to tell you.
I'm sorry if I'm out of
No,
time. Just we can. Okay,
I'll
sorry.
wrap it. I'll wrap it in 1 2 minutes for you. Uh, I expected this interview would go for 1 hour, but I could just keep talking all
So
night.
sorry. I'm so
No,
sorry.
Farshad,
Thank you.
don't be
Thank you.
sorry. You ask a question, you're trying to get serious about your health. Never say sorry. If there's a problem, Safa will say it. I'll say it. You just listen. So, to lessen your binge eating, you have to find out what the stressors in your life right now. It could be career, it could be money, it could be relationships, it could be your sleep, what are the stresses that are causing you to binge eat? Because when we are binge eating, we are loading out on carbs, and what carbs do is instantly it gives you a happy feeling. That is what you're looking for. Your problem is not binge eating. Your problem is the feeling that you're trying to go to after the binge eating. Maybe you're going through a depression in your life. Maybe you're going through some kind of problems in your life. I don't have the time to go through that in that, but find out what are the stressors right now in your life. Try fixing that and bind that with your health. Okay, if you want to follow up on that, just follow me on Facebook. I'll talk to you.
I just did.
But that is the bundle that you need to work on. What is the stressor that is in my life that is causing me to binge it? Lessen that stressor and improve on your health. You will see a rapid progress in your health. And intermittent fasting you're doing, I love it. I think it's going to help you a lot if you are just able to for a few months. You will see great changes in your health. Permanently, it's going to work out for you. Okay. But your problem is not binge eating. Your problem is your stressor. What is your anxiety? You might be facing some kind of anxiety in life regarding anything.
I am.
And you might not be talking about you might not be talking about it to anybody, but you need to start talking about it, and your health will improve automatically. Spiritually, you might need to amp up, you boost yourself a little bit up. Maybe you don't have the final faith in how things are going to shape up in the end. You need to find that faith, and everything will fall in place for you. You're in good hands, for sure.
Thank you very much. Can I ask you a very quick question? Do you have any recommendation on meditation stuff, like an application or a leader or something like that? Someone you may recommend?
I recommend for you, first of all, so spirituality doesn't necessarily mean meditation. If you want to do, it's great. I would love for you to find out what is your spirituality like, what feels good for you, what is your faith. So, why don't we do this, Farshad? I don't think, Safa, do we have time to speak about spirituality right now?
Well, I have 15 more minutes for this session. So if you both have time, I'll be happy to continue.
I'll be
15
much
more
more
minutes.
than glad. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Let's talk about it then. So, Farshad, why did you ask for meditation? Do you like doing meditations, or you have had the idea that meditations help you calm, or what is your spirituality? What is your because religion is often mixed with spirituality.
Religion. As a religion, I'm an atheist, but I have been trying to do meditation using these applications. I am currently using Seven Mind. There are some like courses, also some to the point meditation, like when before a meeting, after a test, things like that. But I haven't found a routine in that. I just do it when I feel like I need it.
Randomness.
Yes.
In your life, I can see that you have a lot of randomness.
Yes.
And this is coming from deeper places than we can discuss it right now. You have deeper randomness in your life. You have some serious issues that you're thinking about in life, which is leading to this outward randomness in every area. Even when you're speaking, you are moving a lot more than you think you are. That could be, it could be, I'm not saying it must be, it could be a sound of the inner randomness that is inside. It could be just a ripple of that. Okay. So no matter where your problem is, for sure, you have to know that your life is a set path. I believe, in my belief, your life is a set path. There is a path already. You might not know where it is going out in the end, but there is a path already. In my life, gone through many places. One of them was when I didn't know what is going to happen in the next 7 days. I had no clue about the next week. It was a dark, dark tunnel in my. I only saw the light in front of me. That right now the light is blinking. I don't know what is happening at the end of the tunnel. Just stay there and have faith that this is happening. Something is happening. Keep your work, do your work, and keep a faith that this is going somewhere. Be certain in life. Don't be insecure in life. Be certain in life that things are happening. Whether you know it, whether you don't know it, there is a course of life happening for you. You will eventually get there. And when you feel this randomness inside of you. Understand where is the problem. Are you feeling anxious about a relationship? If you're feeling anxious about relationship, do a chakra healing meditation. Okay, go through some Tibetan healing meditation. They have amazing sounds of hand drums and singing bowls. It will calm you down instantly. If you feel that you have insecurities or anxieties regarding your money situation, you can do a money meditation. It's going to be very easy for you. Sound meditation. If you feel that overall in life you don't know what is happening, your health, your confidence is feeling very low, I will recommend you go through some chanting meditations, which will amp up your energy. It's like almost kind of a rap, but in languages that you will probably not understand. I don't know your nationality, but I don't think you'll understand Sanskrit. But it could be an interesting rap. You could amp up your energy, uplift your energy by doing energy meditations, by doing chanting meditations that could help you when you are low about, or you're insecure about your financial situation, your total situation overall in life. So those are different kinds of meditation. If you like guided meditation, if you're unable to sit down for 30 minutes, do smaller meditations of 7-8 minutes, but for increasing frequencies. There are frequencies in meditation. So I wish I could tell you all of that, but there are frequencies in meditation. So what you need to figure out is where you are. And accordingly to that, do you need an alpha meditation? Do you need a beta meditation? Do you need a guided meditation? So you figure out according to the situation. Don't go for meditation randomly, because it will give you a little bit of instant peace, but eventually it will not work. But if you have a set stream, like I have a problem with these areas of life. For my money, I'm doing this kind of meditation on Thursday at this time. For my relationships, I'm doing this chakra healing at this time. For my overall life, I'm doing this chanting meditation this time. Or if it doesn't work out, I'm doing a guided meditation for me. Overall, I want to sit down for half an hour and relax. And after a day, I'm doing for 30 minutes. I want to do a guided meditation. You could do it like that. Does that answer your question a little bit?
Yes, very much. It gave me a new perspective of things. Thank you very much.
I hope
Really.
you take action on those perspectives, Prashad. That is
Sure,
all I
sure,
know
sure. I
for.
really needed to hear that. Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Safa, for the great guest.
Wow. Anupama, I just cannot say how grateful I am. All the new things that I learned, all the new perspective, and just your energy and your openness, and you know your loving attitude. I really love that, and I'm very grateful. Yeah, so happy to know you more and connect with you more.
Maybe I feel like we should do a part 2 of this show, but I don't know right now. So let's see what the future holds, and let's
Definitely.
wish that Farshad does what I told him to do. Do it, Farshad.
Yes.
You have what it
Sure, I
takes.
will.
You just
Yeah.
know there is the set path for you. You just have to keep doing it. It will happen.
Thank you.
Take care.
Sure.
Thanks. Any last words from you, Anupama, before we close the session?
Oh, I want to know from you how this show for you, and if you can say in 1 or 2 minutes, how did this feel for you? What are the top 1 or 2 takeaways? And what did you learn from it? How do you think your guests are gonna like it? Can you tell me in the 1 or 2 minutes?
Sure. Well, first of all, I really enjoyed the flow of the conversation and questions. It was, to me, it was very natural. And, you know, it was not like reading from a question and getting an answer and going to the next question. It was really like the flow of life. So that was very joyful for me. And the simplicity, that's my biggest takeaway. Just making things as simple as possible and doing them constantly, you know, regularly, just doing them every day and then slowly building up. And also having this, you know, having this picture. How do I want to feel like with my health in 10 years, in 20 years, in 50 years, whatever age that I picture myself living, how do I want to feel when I'm there? And just going for that picture and building myself and committing myself. Like for me, this is also very important. Committing myself to where I want to be and to just, you know, walk myself there. And also from the last question and last conversation that you had, this, just having this faith that, things are gonna work out. And yeah, just have faith in it and go for it. So that's my takeaways. And yeah, I feel so energized in one, like at the one hand, and also like calm on the other hand. And this is like the balanced feeling that I'm taking away with myself from this webinar.
Nice, nice. So I'd like to end this conversation by saying this, that simplicity is really the key, but where you need help is when you're implementing the simplicity. When I say that start here and do from here, it's going to sound very easy, but when you do that in real life, you're going to do that for 1 week, it's going to be amazing. You're going to do for 10 days, it's going to be amazing. By the time you are in 3 weeks, you will be like, am I doing that? That just got missing. Things will start to be missing. That's where you need coaching. That's where you need someone to hold you, bring back to the track, and show you your goal constantly. If someone is not standing there showing you that this is where you were, this is what you said you are going to do, this is what you said who you were from the inside, this is who you are from the inside. If you're not doing that, if you're not saying that, if you don't have that someone, you are going to get lost. That's where a coach comes in. That's where you need help. That's where you can shine. Start shining after you have done the groundwork. The groundwork can tell, the foundation is important, but after the foundation, the construction is even more important. Some people stop at foundation. After you get there, after you build the foundation, don't stop there. Go for a coach, win big in life. Thank you.
Great. Okay. Then I'm closing this webinar here, and I'm very grateful again. Bye.
Thank you, Safa. Thank you for having me. And I love this questions. I love the energy, and looking forward to speaking to you again sometime.
Sure. Bye.